And it is Friday, so welcome to Ironheadz Sports Nutrition presents Ask Me Anything MSM Style. I am your host, Joe Pietaro, publisher of Muscle Sport Magazine, and we have a special guest who is going to be on in just a second. Miss Elizabeth Brisker, NPC Bikini, but she's also a registered respiratory therapist on the front lines of the plan/pandemic. I gotta ask her opinion about that. I wonder if she saw that little short documentary they keep pulling off of there. Hooga Claus, what's up? Jeremy, what's up? Like a canine. You're a canine. Yes, I'm wearing my brand new Ironheadz. That's a Z at the end. C-Dubs, what's up, pal? When are we going to hang out? When's the Expo's coming back? I'm dying here. I need to fucking get drunk with the family. Jeremy, what's up, pals? Big Rodriguez, Saints Marlo. What's up, Marlo? Stallion Squad Fit. Nicholas, what's up, Nicky boy? I also saw Nicky D up there. What's up, Nick? If she uses balloon knot, no, come on, be nice. These are people from the sponsor. Hooga Claus. No, we're gonna have a little fun. Iron Narcotics. Hey, he's back. One of my favorite screen names of all time. That would be a cool name of a fucking band. You always come on the stage stoned. Yes. I have a genuine interest. As do I. The man beast. What's up, pal? But we're going to get Liz on in just a second. She's joining us. Like I said, she's involved with Ironheadz Sports Nutrition. You can go to their website, Ironheadz with a Z, hardcoregym.com. They have on Chaos Nutrition. You know, me and Big Rob D'Angelo, we're butt buddies. He's my paisan. We are, they have Chaos Nutrition there. And there's Bet Labs. What's up, Bet? What's the story, bro? You tell me. Everything's like these cliche things. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'll see you now. Not if I see you first. That's the story. You tell me. It's like, it all means nothing. Why is there only white IFBB pros die young? He's not white, though. What's his, the Kamasikawa, Luke Sandow? I forget what he is. We were talking to him at the Alligator Bar last year, him and his wife. They were cool. He was on our Instagram Live. Our Intox Instagram Live, if you recall. I have to catch the replay. My fellow Guinea. You're out? Oh, fuck. Be good, Hoogie. I'll see you on Monday, I hope, bro. I'll see you on Monday, I hope. But we're going to get our Woodford. Yes, I want to buy you and Kat some Woodward. Let's get Liz on. Let me turn down the... If it's too loud, you're too old. That's what Kiss said. So we're going to get Elizabeth on. Awaiting her presence. She got some cool pictures on this thing. What's up there, Liz Brisker?
What's up? Can you see me?
I like the shirt.
It's pretty sick, huh?
So what's going on? How are you? Which state are you in? Are you in Kentucky, like Ironheadz?
Ohio, Southern Ohio. So I'm pretty close to Kentucky.
Southern Ohio. So were you planning on going to the Arnold before it was canceled?
Yeah, I had everything ready. I was going to go watch the show and visit the expo. I go every year.
Yes, as do we. And we've even had a booth there. Not this, well, it was last year we had the booth. We weren't going to have a booth this year, but I still have just my Delta credit. I didn't even get my refund, but I got my refund on my hotel. But what are you going to do? It's out of our hands. Right? But you are definitely someone that knows firsthand on some of this COVID stuff. You're a registered respiratory therapist. Now, for the people out there that are not exactly sure what that entails, give us a quick, brief explanation of what does your job entail?
So we take care of patients who have like critical or lung disease, basically. So whenever they're in critical condition, we manage ventilators. So, and then on like day to day, so a lot of COPD patients, chronic lung disease, we deal with stuff like that. So if you have lung or heart issues, you'll be seeing us. But we get confused with nurses a lot. So,
now, so that's actually your title then,
it's a
registered
register.
respiratory.
Yeah.
That's the registered nurse. That's the title.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. What kind of schooling did you have to go to for that? Because that sounds pretty, intense.
Yeah, it was just a 2-year degree. So I have my associates in allied health and then a specialty in respiratory therapy as well as a bachelor's for
Very cool.
yeah.
And how has it been in your neck of the woods as far as this? Has it been a lot? Has it been a lot of bullshit? I mean, because it's a lot of fishy things going on with it. But you're on the front lines. I'm not. So I'm gonna
right. No, I've been very fortunate where I live. I live in a smaller community, so we haven't been as affected. But I mean, look around. You can see on the news everywhere. I mean, bigger cities, they're a lot more affected. So, but I've been very fortunate where I have, where I live. We haven't had as many cases. With the government controlling everything, shutting things down, the role that they've had here in Ohio, they've done a really good job about managing and trying to keep this contained as much as possible. So we've been very fortunate here.
Do you work at a hospital or a doctor's office?
A hospital.
Okay, so you're obviously working now.
Yes. Yeah, I work tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're probably overworking. Are you seeing a lot of, because obviously that's one of the underlying conditions that has been, unfortunately, the fatalities have been when they had breathing issues and stuff like that, more of the elderly or just even not the elderly, just people with, pulmonary issues. So have you been treating a lot of these patients? I know you said where you are exactly hasn't been that big because the population's small, but have you seen this as far as, okay, I got to treat this gal or guy really, intensively to try to knock this thing out?
Yeah, because everyone that comes in, we have to act like they do, because until we know for sure, and the test results, that's another big problem that we've been facing is how long it takes us to get test results back. Some of these tests, take up to 5 days. If somebody comes in through the ER, we have to act as if they have it. So, it's all high alert. It's very, very stressful for everybody involved, not just respiratory, but everybody here on the front lines, doctors, nurses, everyone.
Yeah. So you wearing that full protective gear get up, like, like you said, you have to treat every patient as if they are positive, right?
Right. And all of our patients are going to express those symptoms, shortness of breath, fever.
Yeah.
So because they're already have that underlying issue with their respiratory system.
And so is it a specific floor you work on?
I cover the whole hospital just because of where it's a smaller hospital. So we just kind of rotate floors. So some days I'll have the ER, ICU, just different floors.
You float around the different floors and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool. That's different. So yeah, dealing with the ER, obviously, one of our maidens, Crystal Anthony, she's an ER nurse in Michigan. She does the late shifts, and she's killing herself with work now. She'll work like 9 or 10 days straight. Like it's just that it's so busy that, and as an ER nurse that she's got all of these hours, and it's, I'm telling her, you gotta slow down a little bit. It's hard to work that much. Just physically it takes a toll. You're not just normal, day to day. How long have you been doing this?
So I graduated actually last year. So this past May 4th was my 1-year graduation. But I got hired 6 months before graduation. So I've been working at SOMC at the hospital where I'm at for a little over a year.
Wow. So
in the field.
Yeah, trial by fire right out of the gate, pretty much a year plus you're dealing with. But this is going to obviously help you in your career down the road. If you're dealing with something of this magnitude this early in your career, then the rest of your career you're going to be, obviously dealing with other stuff. But this is a big issue. So to get this under your belt, experience-wise, I guess is going to be helpful down the road. Have you seen like a lot of things on the news, since you do have a lot of medical training and medical knowledge? And my wife's an RN. She's been an RN for over 30 years. So she picks up on things that the layman, such as myself, with no medical knowledge, won't pick up on. Have you seen anything on the news or wherever online that you're going, there's something doesn't just seem right? Because it's, who knows, the political agenda, we could go on forever. I'm not even going in that direction. But have you
Right.
seen anything with this pandemic that you're like, something just doesn't seem right about it?
I mean, probably not as much as should, just because like I mean, it's everywhere. One, I mean, it's at work, it's at home, I mean, my entire family is in the healthcare field. So everybody's already on Tyler. You know, we're worried about family, grandparents,
Of
elderly
course.
people. So, I mean, honestly, like just tried to take a break. I mean, I do hear things like at work, you know, on the job, people want to talk about it, but I mean, did you have a specific question that
Well,
maybe?
I'm just like, I'll give you an example. My wife feels that this is not the same. There's a lot of different strains of this. However it began, regardless, we could, that's a discussion for another day. But it's here. We know that it's here. We're global.
Right.
But it seems that the earlier cases were not as serious as some of the ones that have happened since then. And like maybe there was a different strain in Italy than there was in other parts of the world because they got hit a lot harder, a lot earlier. It seems that at the beginning it was a low-grade fever, dry cough, and loss of taste and or smell. It wasn't like a lot of crazy, like life-threatening conditions. And then all of a sudden it was like a healthy person could be on a respirator and almost on their deathbed within 2 days after getting it. So she feels that there's something going on with the strains and they're
Yeah,
mutating and stuff like that.
I don't doubt that. I mean, I'm no pathologist, but anything, as long as it keeps spreading, it's going to keep changing too. I mean, that's the whole idea of a virus. They have to keep living. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
can see where that is, but I know that they've had severely different, you know, takes as far as government. You know, China locked down and built hospitals, and that's exactly what we need. You know, we were a little bit slow in the game trying to play catch up whenever it was already here. I think that the steps that we could have taken to have more access to healthcare like facilities to like especially in places that were hit hard, you know, like New York City, they're
Yeah.
overran, you know,
Oh,
whereas here we don't have that problem just because we had more time seeing how New York did what they did. We saw their flaws and we were able to get people out of the hospitals, make space in case anything hit the fan. And then,
mhm.
you know, we had the people and not as much protective equipment still. I mean, that's still a shortage, but as far as like New York City, where there's just more population, I think that the government could have done a better job about stopping
Mhm.
and making, you know, the lockdown less voluntary and more of a mandatory situation. So
Yeah.
there wasn't so much freedom and, well, leeway, I suppose would be a
I
better
hear you.
term.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in New York. It's personally affecting me as far as I have two older parents, one in a nursing home, and the other one just got transferred from the hospital to the same nursing home for the rehab part of it.
Hmm.
And we have not been able to see them
Yeah,
for
it's
reasons. And I understand and I don't argue with that because, we want to keep them safe as we can. But it's frustrating not knowing and not seeing and not being able to maybe tell a doctor that's not her baseline or not his baseline. It's like, it's kind of been, and then obviously Governor Cuomo completely fucked up with the nursing home issue, making them take these patients when he had options A, B, and C waiting for him outside of this with the boat and the Javits Center and the Central Park places. So that which makes me nervous is that obviously both, and my mother has a lot of cardiac and COPD. So God forbid if she ever catches something like this. I mean, it's not a mystery of what's going to be the outcome most likely. So I'm just thinking that I think they could have done a better job in trying to quarantine certain folks where, okay, they kept the people, the visitors out. Obvious, made total sense. They were trying to keep the staff to stay with the same floor or whatnot, so they wouldn't be bouncing all over the place.
yeah.
But I think by putting a COVID positive patient, you can't help it in a hospital. They have to go there. but especially a nursing home. I think that's been a big, drop on our part as far as New York local government goes. What do you feel about that as far as them saying to nursing homes, no, you have to take this patient even though they are positive coming from a hospital?
I think that could be very dangerous, especially, I mean, you're literally exposing all of those people who are already at, like, they're going to have a higher fatality rate if they do catch it. Yep. You're introducing that virus straight into where they're living, and the employees there are going to cross-contaminate. It's a higher probability for cross-contamination between anyone in that facility. So I don't really agree with that. I don't think that's a very smart decision.
Yeah, no, I figured that you would, I think anyone would see that. And we already know, because the family's gotten notifications from the place is a very good place. But even the best of places are going to have trouble handling something of this magnitude. So we know we've gotten communications from them, letters and stuff saying one patient died from it, and a few, that was the wording, a few staff members tested positive. So what's a few? You can say it's more than two, usually 3 or 4.
And how long did they work before they were tested? How long were they?
Well, that's the whole thing.
People? Yeah.
They bounce all over a lot of these places. I mean, usually they're on the same floor, but you have the specialists, the speech therapists, they come, and then the patients go down to PT. So there's a lot of movement within the building, 4 floors, and a lot of different patients. So to hear that there already was something going on there, we don't know if it was something that was brought in by a staff member, or was it a hospital transfer that they were forced to take and were unable to quarantine this person. They didn't have the capability of quarantining that person. I mean, there's only so much bed space, and where are you going to, I mean, that's what they think they were trying to do, is have a certain floor where they were going to be, but I think they got, it just was not easy to do, especially with the patients. They're not easy to move, these people.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, the whole thing sucks, man. I mean, we're complaining that we're bored sitting in our house, but you got to think of the big picture. People are dying of it. I mean, I don't know how bad it is as far as, I think they are making more out of it than it actually is, but that's just my feeling. I mean, as far as your state goes, any word on when it's going to start partially reopening even?
I've heard whispers of, like salons and things. My hair girl, actually, she texted me this morning and said that she can start making appointments. So I know that.
You ladies are all excited with that one.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's what my wife was saying. I'm like, what's the difference, kids?
Yeah, how's your hair looking so good over there? What's your secret?
Yeah. So you guys are going to start loosening up a little bit, it seems. I mean,
knock on wood.
Yeah, but you know what's weird? Mark Loblinder was on our show a couple of days ago. He lives in Tennessee, and he was saying what the governor in Tennessee did was, instead of just saying I'm going to open the whole state at the same time, he was letting individual jurisdictions, i.e., mayors or whatever, decide. Like, okay, you may have more of a population in your town than we do 50 miles, 100 miles the other way. So you can open it up when you feel it's time. We'll open up them as they come, as it is, especially in New York. It's a huge state. New York City, there's 8 million people that live in New York City, 5 boroughs. You go upstate, way up in the sticks and the hills, it's small town. You would never think you were in New York. You would think you were in the Midwest somewhere. So how do you make a decision in a state like this where you say, oh, Ohio, even Cleveland, Cincinnati, you have big cities, downtowns and stuff like that. Then you have small towns and suburban. So to me, it's like states are opening up, but it's how do you make that bold statement like, okay, we're all ready to go, when some other part of the state, shoulder to shoulder, waiting for a bus or something like that. In the other state, there's one guy within 10 miles, on a farm.
And I think that's a big reason as to why we've had such a problem with it. People here, they look around and they're like, well, it's not that bad. But whenever you look at Cleveland, Cincinnati, that's still in this state, but there's vast differences in population. And I think that people, especially like my generation, you know, if they're not in healthcare, they're not seeing how the older population is going to be affected because they're worried about how their life is impacted right now. Yeah, it sucks. You know, I'm a competitor too, and like my stuff got canceled. It sucks, but you have to think of the greater good. You know what I mean? You have to think about your 60-year-old grandma instead of going to the gym today. Like, and
Yeah.
whenever you say it,
Cool.
it's like, duh, but whenever, I mean, it's just getting that across an entire nation or even a state, like it's hard.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it is. It is. And I mean, obviously people are always gonna, I mean, look at their own particular singular situation
situation, right?
over the good of the other thing. But that's interesting. Though, anything else about the virus that you want to bring out that you know think is important that we didn't cover?
Wash your hands.
We should be doing that anyway.
Yes.
Not enough people do that. I've seen that in men's rooms many a time, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Why are we just now having lessons on hand washing?
Yeah, but you see the signs on the thing, wash your hands, though. But I wanted to switch gears, talk a little bit about your competing and your bikini and stuff like that, your NPC bikini competitor. How long have you been, I mean, like, obviously people always start working out, usually looking around high school age,
Yeah.
but competing's a completely different animal than just staying in shape. And I give
Right.
you credit because I would never have the discipline to do something like that. When did you start doing the competing? How long into your training world, you know, life, if you will, did you start?
So like you said, I started in sports. I played softball all through like junior high, high school. And then I kind of got like into the gym aspect, switched gears a little bit and did like just like lifting when I was about 18. And then I did my first show last year. So this October will be my second year with working with a coach. So
Okay.
competing.
And you're like in your 20s, I'm assuming. You look fairly young.
Yeah, I just turned 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. I'm exactly the opposite. I'm 52. But that's great though. 25. Good. And you got a college degree, a career already. I mean, besides the fitness stuff, I mean, you got your shit together. A lot of people at 25, you know, they're still hanging out, you know, talking on Tinder and shit like that, you know, wasting time, getting up at noon and stuff like that. So you're gonna do. So what was that first show that you did? I was looking at the pictures. You had some pretty cool pictures up here.
Yeah, that's actually the only show that I've done. It was the Indianapolis Championships in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, okay. There was nothing like a local show by you that you wanted to jump in?
We're in the sticks. So, yeah, like the closest big city is about 2 hours. So actually the Arnold, the Columbus, I'm 2 hours south of where they hold the Arnold Expo. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
but I did
that
travel
was
for that. I think that was like 6 hours, yeah, to Indianapolis.
Okay, not bad. And you know, and you probably made a nice weekend of it, and you looked great. I mean, I'm looking at the photo now. How did you do as far as placing goes?
I did pretty good. That was my first show, and I got second overall, and then won novice in my class.
Oh, you're a fucking champ. Yeah, what class were you? Which letter?
I'm short. I'm 5'2", so class B.
B. Okay. So that's good. Second overall, and you took home first place, and then that's, you know, listen, you can't ask for more than that in your first show. Now, what was the one that you were prepping for that got canceled because of this? What show was that?
I was going to do the North Coast Championships. That one just got recently canceled. And then I was going to do nationals this year too. So junior nationals in Chicago. I had that one planned. And which I don't think it's gotten canceled yet. Just they've changed the date. So it'll be this fall. So kind of switching gears. The first show that I was supposed to do, I made the decision at 6 weeks out to just kind of fall back, do a little bit of a diet break, kind of up, you know, my food and take a little break and kind of coast and to just kind of ride this out, see what happens, and then start prep later in the fall, or excuse me, later in the summer, early fall. To do
Until you know, yeah, you're gonna have to know at least, you know, You really need to know exact dates, but you have to at least know, okay, and you'll be able to figure it out because we'll know when things start to open up again, when they'll be scrambling to reschedule these shows. I mean, they even announced yesterday the Olympia is going to be bumped.
Yeah.
A different date. So from September to unknown. It doesn't make sense to put even a potential date on something because we don't even know if there's going to be any, places open that are going to allow that. And it might be weird. It might be, no people allowed, no fans, like the way they said baseball is going to be reopened with no fans. So that's kind of a weird thing. What was your, what are your, like, obviously you were going for the junior national. So it seems like you kind of got your plans. You're looking to move forward and keep going and try to go for the pro card and all of that stuff. Is that kind of the way you're kind of looking at it now?
Yeah. But, I've kind of taken this break too to explore the wellness division. So,
okay.
Yeah. With the introduction of that, like that really kind of excites me too. So, with this extra time, I think that we might be able to kind of work towards that and keep growing and just kind of see where I fit. Because like we talked about earlier, I'm pretty new to this whole thing, and I want to succeed. So wherever I can flourish, like just kind of figure it out. Use this time to do that.
Yeah. No, you look. I mean, in the picture from the other show, you're very lean. I mean, so that must have been, I don't know what you started out as, but you're like paper, tissue paper, thin skin. What did you weigh on that day?
I didn't take my weight the day of, but 2 days out, I weighed myself at my house before I left, and I was 120. So.
And what's your walking around weight off season?
Like 155.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a big drop, and it's a drop too. You had, your abs, obliques, and the whole 9 yards there. The glutes you could even see on the side. But wellness, you don't have to kill yourself as much. You still got to be obviously conditioned, but you don't have to shrink really. You could leave some of that size on and just tighten up around it. So what do you think that's going to be? When do you think you might decide on class? When you might go?
I think I want to compete both at the local level and then just kind of get feedback from judges. That's what I've been told. So that's what my coach, he's kind of suggested too, just kind of to cross over at a couple shows, see what, the people who are going to be judging me and making those decisions, what they have to say about it, and then decide
what they think you should go moving forward, which one you should. But yeah, that would be cool if you can cross over in the show the same night. Even, it depends on how you look or how much you dropped. You might, it would be kind of skewed one way or the other because they kind of, bikini and figure are kind of, to me, more related than wellness. And it's hard to tell because it is brand new. But wellness seems, obviously, they like the size, and the butt has a big size to it. And obviously, that's, guys like that. I'm not going to lie. But that's pretty cool, though, that you kind of have a fork in the road, potentially, that you're going to have to see which way you want to go. Now, the picture I do like is with the long gun.
Oh, yeah?
What kind of piece is that?
Are you looking at the shotgun or the AR?
That's the AR I'm looking at.
That's the AR-15.
Okay, now I see the shotgun. I'm scrolling through that one post had more than one picture.
Like I said, I'm in the sticks out here, so we like to shoot and have fun.
Is that your grandfather in the photo with you?
Yeah, one of them. My papa.
That's so cool. Oh, definitely go wellness. I'm looking at that last picture. You got a phenomenal ass. I'm going to just say it straight out. Don't lose any. Use that to your advantage, Liz. Last picture in that photo post. Excellent. Liz Brisker _10, guys. You definitely, I highly recommend the follow. Definitely the blonde and the brunette. You look great in both.
Yeah. I like to keep you guys.
I'm assuming that this is your natural color, right?
Yeah.
What made you decide to go blonde for the show, but then go back to your natural?
I don't know. I just wanted to change because I was blonde before the show, obviously, and then we just kind of kept lightening, and then pretty much platinum for to compete, but we'll see.
You look so different because obviously you're in show shape, so it's everybody looks different. Their face is sunken in and everything,
Right.
but because you have the light hair there, and then and now you have your off season with the dark hair. I mean, you look fantastic both ways. It's 6 or a half dozen. It just depends on what your personal preference is. But yeah, that's cool. How was it? How was it like shooting an AR?
It was fun.
Yeah, accurate.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Was it accurate?
Yeah, we just had iron sights, but yeah, it was fun.
How you been shooting your whole life?
Not really, just kind of here and there a little bit.
Yeah.
With
Those targets are pretty small,
are expensive.
But I'm looking at the targets. Those are small targets you're shooting at.
Yeah, well, we were shooting clays in the last photo.
Okay.
Where we're all lined up, yeah. We were playing shotgun.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can see they're pointing upward now.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. How many, what do you do? Like about, I'm going to guess and say those are about, are those 60 yards you're shooting?
The targets?
The distance, yeah.
I'd say the targets were on, probably about 50 yards. And then whenever we shoot clays, it's just.
They look like around 60. That's what I'm used to shooting my, long ones sometimes, the longer ones. It's not easy. People think it's easy. But I'm sure that thing must have some fucking kick on it because I've shot shotguns and they got a kick on them.
Yeah. They make me feel like a badass.
Well, you should, But I bet you that AR is probably a lot smoother than a shotgun when you pump.
Oh, yeah. For sure. But you don't get a pump with the AR, so. Yeah.
That's a cool gun, though. I like the color. It's like almost like a camo kind of color, the shotgun. Like a light camo, not the green, it's in. Like the, Iraq uniforms. Very cool. She's a medical field, a bikini competitor. She loves guns. I mean, you got a lot of cool stuff going for you. I mean, definitely enjoying talking to you and getting to know you. And how'd you get involved with Tom and Ironheadz crew?
I met them a couple years ago, just through the shop and supplements. So, and they're just awesome people. So, and small business, I'm real big on supporting that. So, just hang right in there with them and support their brand. Yeah,
it's cool. I met Tom at the Arnold. I guess it was 19 because we had the booth, and we've on Instagram too. So I'm glad that we finally we hooked up doing some stuff together. That they're doing some sponsoring, and obviously with Chaos, I do a lot of work with them. Then they're selling Chaos's brand now, supplements. So it's pretty cool. I was blown away when he told me on the phone that his gym is free. There's no membership fees for people just to walk in and work out. I thought that was so cool and very unique, nice. Very different.
Have you ever been?
No, I would love to go.
Yeah, you have to come down. It's super nice.
Yeah, you were there. It's cool.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times. They let me come in and train.
Okay. How far is Kentucky from where you are in Ohio?
It's right across the river. So where I work, it takes me about 10 minutes, like just cross the bridge.
Really? Oh, yeah. Wow. I didn't realize they were that close, the states.
Yeah.
So getting stuck up here in this Northeast, you get, you're blinded by the liberal forest. You can't see past the Democrats. They ruin everything, these son of a bitches. But that's pretty cool, though. But anything else you want to plug? You want to promote anything else? Like you have YouTube channel or anything like that?
We are working on some new things. Given this current situation, it kind of goes with the whole state of COVID where the gyms have been shut down. I also weld on the side. So with this pandemic and not having access to gyms, we've been working on some home gym equipment. So building that. So trying to get that off the ground and running. So
anything you can talk about, or you want to keep it, on the QT until it's ready to launch? Yeah,
kind of on the down low. I'll have to have you have me back on here.
All right. Yeah, no, that's cool. So do you do any online like coaching or anything like that?
I don't know. I
No.
have a coach, so I just kind of do whatever he tells me, and then kind of keep my nose around with healthcare and shooting, and
So
then trying to start the side hustle.
Yeah. This is gonna. Hey, there's Rob from Chaos right there. He's the guy I was just talking about, Godfather of Chaos. So this is gonna be home gym equipment that you guys are doing.
Right now, I'm building a power rack, so I mean, it'll be. I would like to do both retail and wholesale, kind of commercial and private.
Really?
Yeah, but it was kind of inspired by the private idea of just, people don't have access, so
Being stock, yeah.
Yeah, gym equipment's really not that complicated. I've worked in a fabrication shop, been around it for majority of my life. So I just kind of actually broke down some of the equipment, and it's not that complex. So just
yeah, it's basic stuff. Yeah, it's just you got to have it
access to metal and welders.
Stuffer 2002 wants to know: do you have an OnlyFans page?
No.
No. Any plans on one?
No.
All right. No, they don't have to be X-rated. It could just be, flexing. It could be, I mean, people have OnlyFans that aren't. It's not all, dirty stuff. It could be muscle flexing. It could be training. It could be anything. I mean,
okay.
Yeah. But but Stuffer is curious, and I don't blame him. I think you would have a good client base if you did have an OnlyFans page.
I'll have to look into that. I didn't really know anything about that.
You make a few dollars on the side. What the hell? Dale Chance builds it. What do you build, Dale? There's our buddy Dale Chance. Yeah, buddy. He builds equipment as well. I'm working out on an old weeder machine that's been in my house. I've been there 25 years. I think the machine's been there about 20 of those 25 years. It turned into more or less the clothes rack because it's near the laundry room. But now I had no choice but to move everything out of the way to use it because it's the only gym in town right now. Is the one I have, and I got a few dumbbells and a treadmill and stuff like that. But I don't have anything great, so it's definitely it definitely sucks. Not being able to do that normal routine, and I hate getting knocked off my routine.
Right.
I like waking up early, going to the gym, getting it out of the way. Getting to where I work by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Now I find myself, I'm sitting there, I'm having coffee, talking to my wife and my kids, watching TV till 9, 10 o'clock. I'm like, I got to get moving. I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to slip up whenever you don't have to go to the gym.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. And all kinds of things. I have built 2 total gyms for 2 buddies, I guess he meant, for 2 bodies of yours. Dale has has a great comeback story. He had a really, really bad car accident, which I don't know how he fucking survived. And he was, busted up, bones broken all over. This was after he was like a power lifter, and then he streamlined and went into a bodybuilding show, and he looked really good. So he was going to stick with that, and then he had this huge car wreck, and then he came back and did another bodybuilding show. When was it, Dale? Like November or something? Just recently, a few months or whatever. So he was on the shelf for a long time with a lot of busted up bones. Would you give Rogue a run for their money?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll say, what is he talking about? What's Rogue? But that's cool, though. Can you give us any hints? What kind of thing is it? Is it going to be like for bodybuilders, for women, fitness related more than muscle building? What's it going to be?
Well, like I said, right now it's a power rack. So, it could be utilized for anything, squats, rack pulls. Even as a bench, so it's adjustable. So, and then just kind of see what else I can tear apart and figure out how things work to just grow as much as I can.
You can even curl in a squat rack and not get yelled at in your house.
Yeah, if you do it at home, you can do whatever the hell you want.
You can sit on it if you want, on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Dale is working on a super squat. I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. I'd like to know.
Oh, I don't know, Dale. Will I be happy afterwards, or is it going to be something? Oh, so that's cool though. Good luck with that. And once you're ready to roll it out, you let us know, and you know, we'll do a little plug-in and a little promotion for it. We'll have you back on, and we can give out the website and all of that. But that's cool, man. Good for you, Liz.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to add?
I think that's it. We covered it all.
Well, listen, it was wonderful having you on. I want to thank Tom from Ironheadz, Tom Jones, again, for hooking me up and putting this together. We did it like, what was it, like yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
I was out buying mulch, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. I texted you, he wrote me back, and that was it. We went from there. So it was cool. So it's LizBrisker, the number 1010, underscore 10.
Yeah.
It's Liz Brisker _10. You'll see on the post I did with her, and I DM'd you a copy of that little graphic too. So let's talk again in the future, and stay safe, and thank you for the healthcare work.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful job you're doing. Be good. Have a great weekend, Liz. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There she is, Liz Brisker, everybody. Ironheadz athlete. See, Ironheadz is coming through, man. They hooked me up with 2 beautiful girls 2 weeks in a row. Tom, keep them coming is all I got to say. Dale Graham wants to do a Kegel squat. And there's Lola. What's up? Jim Jensen, how are you? How the puppets doing? Nice job by Liz. Young, 25, and she's got a nice career going like that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty impressive. Big J, what's up, Big J? All day. How the fuck are you, Big J? See, I didn't even curse too much with her. I was a gentleman. I don't want to be too crazy when we have a young lady on. You know, I don't know her. If I know her, then I could say some crazy, like I do with Lola. Lola knows the deal. Tiny, what's up? Great interview. Thank you, Tiny. I wanted to hear about that pandemic stuff. I was curious because, like I said, she's working in there, and I talked to Crystal about it and stuff, and I hear stories from her, and I'm just interested in it. I like to see from people's perspective that are on the inside. I need to have my foreskin checked first. It keeps shrinking. Really? Put a little gum on it. She really has it going, has the shit together. Yes, not many 25-year-old, you know, young ladies, men, whatever, don't, you know, they're still bopping around. They just finished college, and they're waiting for somebody to come to them and hire them. And she went out and she grabbed the fucking bear. Face deep in a 400-plus tranny. What do you think about that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you guys see you looked like that with me from the get-go? Oh, I was not. Yes, I was. Lola, those new pictures of you, by the way. Ooh-wee. Lola doesn't post a lot of pictures of herself. But she does. She'll do like maybe 2 in a row, and then there'll be like a 5-day gap. And I don't like that. I want new ones. And show more skin. Lola's got the greatest swallowing skills in the world. And I say that I've never met her in person, and I am not talking about oral sex. I'm talking about chugging liquids like this. Imagine if you want to drink. I'm sorry. And we got to do the fucking women in uniform story on Lola, because she is a veteran of the Marine Corps. My Corps! Private Pile. But yes, very, very good to see Liz doing well. And like I said, the pictures on her thing with the guns are fucking cool. I mean, that right away, I was like, boom, oh man, I gotta ask you about that. Hey Lola, be with me, baby. And big for autism. I spoke to Jason yesterday. I love Jason. What's going on? Who started that museum page, by the way? Because that's fucking funny as hell. I saw the pics. They were great. What, Liz's shooting pictures, Johnny, or my naked pictures in the bathhouse with the group of bears? I was wearing the Red Indian outfit in a Gay Follies version of the Village People on stage. Liz says, I know, I'm just being a dick, Johnny. Johnny, when am I going to get to see you again? There's no fucking expo. There's the pandemic shutting down. Fucking Rob from Chaos is all bummed out like me. Mikey Crazy Hawk. I want to hang out with my California friends. Jason gave a man a blowy on Grindr. No, he didn't go on Grindr. What kind of J-Star stories coming out? Apparently Jason has his bull sucked the tranny and been fun. No, I do not believe it. Oh, Arnold, Joe, we just had one of your Ohio state mates. Liz was on. Elizabeth Brisker. She's a first responder. She works with the pulmonary, with the respiratory therapist stuff. Big fucking job. I didn't get to see John in Ohio. I didn't get to see Liz in Ohio. I didn't get to see CW in Ohio. I didn't get to see Dirty Cat Vong in Ohio. Oh, the trips are all messed up. Olympia, we don't know. Is it going to be in the calendar year? Is it going to be like December 28th or something? We don't know. But sad to hear about Luke Sandow, obviously. I didn't see anything about what was the cause of his death. I hope it wasn't suicide, because that's just he's got children. That's horrible. I wanted to watch earlier, but dealing with some shit. Can I help? Anything I could help you with? Could we do naked Skype sex? That might help you. Jason next to Tranny. Even Jane admitted she gave him an STD. Was J-Star the fat Spanish one that was in the car with him? I hope we get a reach around the next time we meet you. Reach around. I'm going to fucking blow you in the fucking, right in the middle of the fucking aisles there. Right in front of BPI Sports. But Luke Sandow, we saw him at the Alligator Bar last year at the Olympia. After the Olympia, wanna off my ex-husband? No, I'm not. I'm a lover, not a killer. I'm sorry, Lola. I don't want to get your husband off. I'm not gay. I can't help you there. Maybe we can get the J Crew there. I guess she was Latino. That one was a tranny. That was a joke. No one called the she was Lola's kidding. So we were talking to Luke and his wife at the bar while we were doing Instagram Live, and I had one other earlier thing where me and him exchanged some emails and stuff. So I'm like, hey, I'm so-and-so, Muscle Sport Mag. We emailed each other a few months ago. Oh, shit, how you doing? I said, hey, we're on Instagram Live. Say hi, So that's, it's on the YouTube channel. He seemed like a great fucking guy. He did well on the show. I was like, oh, you did good. Good job, I think he was like, was he 10th or 11th or something? And he did for a young guy. Was battling depression. A few people who knows him said it was suicide. They say PCT caused the suicide. No, PCT doesn't cause suicide. You don't need PCT. Just stay on. But I'm hoping that is not the case. I hope that that's misinformation. Not that I'm calling you a liar. I know you're just reading that elsewhere, but I am so against suicide, especially as a fucking parent, a husband and a parent. You cannot leave them behind that way. That is just a terrible, terrible way. I don't care how bad it is. One of my good friends I worked with committed suicide, and we were at his fucking wake, and we were all so fucking pissed at him for what he did. Like you fucking dumb fuck. We were saying to each other like out loud about him. It's like it's not like we weren't sorry for him. We were pissed at him. It's just not, No, I know you're saying, but I can't. How though? How does PCT cause suicide? Because you're so sad that you're not on that lovely fucking juice. Sorry, I'm late. I was sleeping. You're not allowed to sleep. Working midnight 12-hour shift as an RN, fucking ER RN. We just had a pulmonary therapist on. This Liz Brisker. I mentioned you a few times, Crystal. And I did not even talk about your beautiful tits. But I'll make up for it before I got in about 8 minutes ago. Crystal's tits, Crystal's tits, Crystal's tits. Which brand in the military would you have joined if you didn't join the police? At one time, I told my mother I wanted to join the Marines. And she said, please don't do that. If you want to go into military, do the Army. Because the Marines is like kind of crazier. So I probably would have went with my mother's wishes and went with the Army like Mikey. Sleep is for losers and those guys that get tired. Joe would have been a Marine like me. I think I would have done okay in the military. Who the fuck knows? I might have been the biggest pussy in the fucking world. I'm just saying. But I think I would have been okay in it. Because I was never the guy to be a pussy as a cop. I used to be one of the guys that wanted to be the first in the door on a fucking search warrant. I wanted to see that bad guy first. But, yeah, I thought about it when I was like 18. Do I want to go in the military? We are crazy fucks. Yeah, I think I would have fit right in. I would have been one of those guys that gets really fucking drunk and gets locked up by the MPs. You would have been fine in the military, Joe. Yeah, I think I would have. But it's, you know, I mean, it's hindsight. I can't talk like a big shot. Oh yeah, I would have been a fucking fucking ribbons up to here, motherfucker. So you guys call them ribbons. We call them Iraq medals. Carrie, there's Carrie. Just a quickie hello. Can't stay. Hope all is well. Hi, Carrie. Thank you for jumping in. Hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well over there. Up there, she's really tall. Barbara Cuddy. Barbara, my pal. Mostly better ragazza. Oh, I love Barbara. Oh, Barbara, yeah, pictures. Carrie, no offense. I love all of yous, but I love all of yous. I hope you're doing well, Carrie, and Barbara too, with all of yous. And then fucking, you know, with this Corona shit. All I did was fight. Who'd you fight? Your husband? Ex-husband? Joe and I would have skull fucked them ragheads. Oh, man. Ciao. Oh, Johnny, I would have loved to fucking put a fucking clip through some fucking San Nutella's fucking cranium. I would have been one of those guys pissing on the fucking ISIS guys. And who was the rat that fucking turned them in the Marines? Yeah, that's right. I would have been with Lola. I would have been in a foxhole with Lola. Fuck fighting. Hanging in there. It's not hard for you. You can reach most trees. I was a very angry person. I want you to fuck me and take out your anger on me. Like, beat the shit out of me while you're fucking riding me like a Shetland pony, Lola. You old guinea bastard. You better not have fucking retarded ejaculation with me. Yeah, right. You think you go in the army, there's all fucking, you know, jarheads, you know, like the movie. And all of a sudden you see Lola walking down by the base. Oh, you would have walked in the fine line of what's okay and what's a fine line. Yes, I would have definitely been, you know, you can't handle the truth kind of guy. That rat. Yes, right, John? Who the fuck turned in those old men? Generation Kill. Yes, I did like Generation Kill. I ran out of ripped fuel. Fucking, that was on The Wire. That was Ziggy on The Wire. Excellent show. And the reporter was the guy who was the boyfriend of Elliot from Law and Order SVU. Take both the blue and the red pill. Yes, Generation Kill was really good, Stoof. I haven't thought about that in a while. I should look it up on the YouTubes and check it out. I did enjoy that. I fucking loved it. I finally got one. I remember the guy in the back seat with the main car with the sergeant. The sergeant had a great fucking scope on his fucking machine gun, man. He had a nice fucking long gun. But excellent show. If you guys never saw that, it was about the Iraqi enduring Iraqi freedom or whatever the fuck, the 03 invasion by George W. Bush. My daddy, I'm going to get revenge for my daddy. He tried to kill him. The reporter was Oz. That was, remember when he was banging Chris Maloney, who was on SVU? And Maloney was like the top, and he was the bottom. But he survived at the end, the reporter. And he was the married guy who's had the kids and stuff. And then the Nazi fag, killed his father when he came as a lawyer. Savage wants to come on. I met no pretty female. John, what would you have done if Lola walked in and said, guys, I'm new here. Can you guys show me? Who wants to show me around? Slavish declined. I wanted you on, my friend. I met no pretty female. I just read that. What am I doing? But what would you do, John, if you were sitting there in your skivvies and all of a sudden Lola walked in and said, can anyone help me find a cot? Oh, my God. Oh, man. The little fucking button on my fucking skivvies with a 1 point. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm doing this Woman in Uniform series, and all of these hot girls are in the Marines, the Army, Air Force, all the branches. And I'm like, I always thought it was a bunch of fucking white trash guys. Like I would have been. You know? Oh, fuck. Maybe I didn't see enough of them. You were so fucking wasted you couldn't find them, maybe. You was drinking too much. Which, good for you. I would have been partying like a fucking animal. Arnold, that's when we got in trouble for dressing out of rags. Now these bitches post nudes. Yeah, I always thought about that, Lola. Because when I was on the Popo, if we did anything that was even on our own time on social media that was a little... We would get... And we didn't really even have social media when I retired. But we would have got fucking jammed up. So I can't... I can't accept network 2 week. Oh, okay. Monday, try again. I would love to have you on, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're there with their fucking clits hanging out of their fucking army G-strings, and I'm all for it as a filthy, disgusting old perv, you know. But as a quagmire type, someone reported my comment about Jason and Jay. Are you fucking kidding me? I just got a message. What did it say, Dale Graham? Oh, who is the fucking labia-laden pussy on this program? How, Crystal? Tell me how. Like when Crystal was playing the radio singing Hotel California, they said, oh, copyright, Eagles, Don Henley called. I got in trouble for wearing a mini skirt on weekend off base. Oh, my God. Definitely a dick sucker. That dick sucked it. I served with a guy who got his busted for doing a porno in his dress blues. Oh, that's great. It was worth it, I'm sure, though. We could not do anything that would represent the police department. And even if it didn't, it was conduct unbecoming an officer. If you did something on your own time because you were a cop, you were basically 24 hours a cop. It got violated the rules and got deleted. I hope they don't delete the whole thing. I was trying to promote it as my own song. Yes, I know, like you were fucking getting royalties on it. But guys, I'm getting a 2-minute countdown. Thank you so much. Liz Brisker, it's _10 for joining us from Ironheadz. Move today on Ironheadz. Sports Nutrition presents Ask Me Anything MSM style. Should we take this out with a song? What do you think? This is for Jason Genova. I'm alone again without you. Alone again without you. I'm alone again without you. Alone again without you. Having a little fun on a fucking Friday. Little docking, little 80s metal. Guys, I will see you on Monday for Ask Me Anything. No, that's today. Hot Stuff Nutrition says Muscle Sport Radio. I'm mixing up my programs. I can't take it anymore. Guys, enjoy your weekend. I hope that we all have a great one. Stay safe. Wear those masks. They tell you to wear them. I don't like it either. It covers my nose. It's the only thing I like about them. But we will see you next week on Monday. And enjoy your weekend, fam. Thanks so much. Ironheadz Sports Nutrition presents Ask Me Anything. Thanks for joining.